Smoke break.
Woo! What's your intro, man?
Alright, man. Trying to tell you.
I gotta get out the car, right? And walk away. Nah, that shit's serious, man.
Smoke break. Smoke break. Yeah. I know what it is. We back at it like crack addict. Tripp the cameraman and Blink.
Oh, yeah.
Blink, Blink. That's my son's name, Blink. What's up, man? We here lit with y'all. Y'all already know what it is. We on the Wake and Bake episode, man. This ain't no Salt to the Wake and Bake podcast. Shout out to them. It's just like 9 o'clock in the morning right now.
Yeah,
both of us just woke up.
What time them niggas be up?
Right.
On they motherfucking Wake and Bake.
Them niggas be shooting early though. Yeah.
Yeah, see. Nah.
Yeah, this ain't no regular shit for us. That's regular shit for them. That's why they should call it Wake and Bake. This shit smoke break. Feel me? Just taking a break.
Oh, man.
Alright, so shit, since this is the Wake and Bake episode, I got a question to set it off though for you.
Alright.
If you in the Wake and Bake, right? Say, boom, you at the crib, a nigga call you, yo, I'm outside, let's get dopey. You sleep though when the nigga call you. You going to brush your teeth or not?
Yo. Nah.
I feel you though.
I'm in that car real quick. Like, yeah, alright, my nigga, you woke me up, man. Some hair.
Niggas definitely not about to brush their teeth to smoke. Breath about to get right back stink.
And
like,
that shit tastes funny as a bitch too, believe it or not, bro. When you brush your teeth and smoke right after, bro, that shit tastes nasty as a bitch.
Doing a lot of shit right after you brush your teeth is nasty.
That's a fact. You can't
eat in the mint.
Drink orange juice.
For drinking, nigga, you drink water. That shit tastes weird.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, I got another question for you. This is just a random one though. But is a zebra white with black stripes?
Nah.
Or black with white stripes?
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's a fact?
That's a fact. I believe they striped to the bone too, if I'm not mistaken. Or they skin is striped and it's not just they fur, some shit like that. Like they stripes go deep on some shit.
You got any way on how you came up with it being black with white stripes or not?
I think I like read that before, bro.
Oh, okay.
Like I kind of want to Google that shit. Just to see if I'm right, bro. Like, cause I like they stripes mad deep, and I think it's like, let me see. I'm about to Google that shit. Now I need to know.
Alright. Shit, is it ever too early to smoke?
Hell nah.
I feel you. Shit, what I was about to say. You been thinking of any more unwritten rules or anything lately?
Unwritten rules?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the shit came to me when we was talking about it the other day, and I ain't need to say that because Champ was letting off his unwritten rules.
That nigga was firing them.
Yeah.
That nigga was at the gun range with his unwritten rules.
Cashing out.
He been waiting to tell them.
Yeah, if I gave a big unwritten rule right now.
You
I guess I'll say that could be an unwritten.
What's that?
What Roddy did. Like, if you gonna slide on a cipher, which is cool, that like you ain't like, let's say you match with somebody, they hit your blunt and then like try to slide and you ain't hit they blunt or whatever. That's cool and all if that was like, if there was like some type of understanding, like, you feel me? So like, I guess the unwritten rule would be like establish that understanding before you do slide. Yeah, because it's like Nigga, feel me?
Nigga got me like that one day, I ain't gonna lie. Nigga came up and burglarized me for my blunt on my mama porch.
What?
That ass, boy, nigga came, nigga pulled up, served me some weed. I'm like, alright, shit, what you doing, nigga? I'm about to smoke right now. If you want to smoke, we can match it. There's other niggas on the porch, you know how the porch used to get.
Yeah.
He like, alright, bet. We roll up, nigga smoke, nigga like, yo, I'm gonna be right back. I'm like, alright. This nigga, he's not even the type of nigga to be doing no like real shiesty shit. So I thought the nigga actually was gonna come back.
Right.
After 20 minutes, I'm like, yeah, that nigga ain't coming back, bro. That shit was pain, though. I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's like old boy, man. I can't think of where I know the nigga from outside of the fucking gas station. This nigga talk like he know me outside of the gas station. So I'm like, little homie cool, you know what I mean? Little young boy and shit. So I'm like, alright, I don't see no harm. Nigga, this nigga fucking be hitting me all the time, Scott. Like, I be with a shorty, I be smoking the crib, not trying to come out. Hey, whatever, nigga. The nigga hit me all the time. I be at work, all type of shit. I just stop answering the phone. But son hit me one day like, yo, like, I trying to smoke, brody. I'm like, fuck it. Like, yeah, where niggas at and shit. So I had to scoop niggas. I done scoop niggas. I'm thinking like, nigga done called me like, yo, you want smoke? I'm thinking like, we matching it or some shit. He trying to fire up some shit. So I'm like, hey, I'm about to match you and shit. Son don't got no weed, bro. We smoke my blunt, son. Like, alright, like you about to go. Like, I'm like, alright. You feel me? Son still be hitting me though. That's the crazy part. He hit me the other day talking about smoke. Yo, you try to smoke, Brody? I already knew this. So I ain't even roll my blunt cause he said match it. That's what he said. He said, yo, you trying to match it? Pulled up at the gas station, son, and seen me, caught me. Yo, you trying to match it? Like, man, like fuck it. But I'm sitting there thinking about it. Him and his homie hopped in the car, so I'm sitting there thinking about it like, hey, you got somebody with you? Cause I even touched my weed. I just sat there. I grabbed a little clip out the ashtray and sparked that, smoked it in front of him like.
He never rolled up?
Nah, I ain't never rolled up. Son
No,
was
he
like,
never rolled up?
Nah, they both just sat there. So I sat there and waited while they sat there. Then I ended up like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Cause he said something like, oh, what you about to do for the night or some shit? I'm like, man, listen, man, I'm about to go to my sister's house, like, you feel me? Just capping like a motherfucker. He like, oh, all right, well, shit, man, just hit me when you get done with your sister type shit, bro. Like, that ass would match up. I'm like, all right, say that. You feel me? Let son hop out, nigga. I peeled off and rolled my shit.
That's crazy. That's crazy when a nigga trying to get a fire up off saying let's match it.
Yeah, like, bro, you ain't gotta. You could.
Just say fire
You would
up.
better off. You better off. Like, yo, I'm fucked up, Brody. Like, yeah, you could burn it. Cause that's giving me the option to decide, nigga.
Right,
now you gotta making me have to think like, damn, this nigga trying to finesse me. So now it's like, you're not gonna win. You ain't never gonna get the fire. Now I'm swerving you every chance, bro.
Right, that's like my best friend used to be mad times. I used to tell her like, I asked her like, you trying to smoke? She'd be like, I'm trying to smoke, but I'm tapped right now. I'm like, shit don't matter, man. Or I tell her like, just pull up.
That's how I be, man. I let a nigga know,
matter.
like, yo, I'm tired. Let you know, I ain't got no weed.
That's a fact.
I was like Dom last night, bro, man, gonna hit me, bro. And I thought this bitch was living in Charlotte, though. I had my GPS set for 20 minutes. I'm like, yeah, nah, I don't know about this ride. Like, I'm not about it. It's already 2 in the morning. Like, I don't know. And I had to get weed, too. That's what I'm like, nah, what I gotta get weed for? I ain't even buy no weed. Like, fuck that, nigga. Y'all called me and asked me if I wanted to smoke. Why y'all don't got weed already? You feel me? So I'm like, nah. Then she like, oh, you gonna take me to such and such and do such and such. I'm like, she like, just park. All I need you to do is park, and we gonna come back, get in the car, and leave. I'm like, I don't want to be accomplice and none of that. I'm good. I ain't even go, Scott. I swear to God, I stayed in the bed. My dumb ass, I was in the car too, man, when I seen that GPS shit. But the whole time though, this shit, the GPS I had the wrong location in there. I thought she said Beach Street. I'm like, man, nigga, you by the beach, nigga. You live Charlotte. She like, nah. some other shit. It was something beach. I don't know what the fuck she said. But I'm like, yeah, fuck that.
Oh, niggas ain't even do the shit. Niggas might have to roll up again.
Oh, the
Cush up.
Yeah, I forgot all about that shit.
That's okay. Blown's gone.
Cause I forgot about that shit when we had Tripp episode 2.
Word.
Swear to God.
You got a favorite guest that we had so far, even though we only had 3?
Well, as far as like people wise, I ain't gonna say like I had a favorite person guest. They all like my favorites.
Yeah, because everybody been fans.
Everybody is. So my favorite episode though, that I think gonna be the funniest, is that motherfucking Murder Hornet episode, bro. That shit gotta be called Murder Hornet. They gonna be like, why this shit like Murder? This shit though, they not tough. Well, I think we did chop it up a little bit about the Murder Hornet, but
Nah.
I think that was all off camera. Yeah, so yeah, everything on camera gonna be like, yeah, like they wasn't talking about nothing. The niggas just out the set. Y'all niggas gonna cry, bro. Like they gonna watch that shit like Murder Hornet.
Your name that shit, Murder Hornet tries to attack or some shit. It's gonna be like, I ain't even see that shit happen.
That shit is hilarious though, bro. Like I'm talking. Like y'all niggas is sliding on me. I'm talking everything for the door. Like I didn't even look. I'm just like, yeah, that shit. That's the funniest episode we got right now, bruh.
Oh yeah, man, it's a lot going on in that episode too.
Oh
My
yeah.
son was some fiend shit.
Like, I put the camera.
Go ahead.
I missed Yo, son, the whole.
That nigga had a bookshelf on his back. He got put on top of it.
Yeah, my son out here.
Yeah, that nigga
Get his
definitely
daily workout. And motherfucking got the furniture for the crib all in one motion, boy. What? Son trucking that shit too, nigga. I wonder where he's coming from. He probably done walked the whole Ave. The whole Ave. Like Jesus Christ. This got the wooden box on the back. This nigga twig.
That nigga, bro. Yo, bro, I heard a nigga told me. I think it might have been you. I don't know. Nigga told me that a fiend was carrying a refrigerator down the street, bro. That's crazy, bro. They said that they had that shit on their back. It was like the way they was holding it, the way they described they was holding it was like they stood in front of it, leaned forward a little bit, and like picked it up. It was just walking, like turned into a human dolly or some shit.
I can picture that, bro. I seen this movie when I was a kid. I can't even think. It was a football movie. I think it was like Longest Yard or some shit like that. It was a football movie. White football team and shit, bro.
Oh no,
one of the
Little Giants.
Little Giants. That's what it was.
Giants.
One of the niggas on there. That nigga came down the steps on the refrigerator. Bro. Like, I know what you're talking about. Son just sat that bitch down. And boom, it looked like that's how he got that bitch on. That nigga went just like that, nigga. Yo, that shit crazy.
Shit, what's some other classic movies that you fuck with from your childhood?
Yeah.
It could be a cartoon movie or not.
I just shit when I was young, man. I was watching all the Disney originals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the Lion Kings and all the. You feel me? That's what I grew up
Aladdin
on.
type shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and off outside of that, I mean, I got into the like sci-fi shit mad early. That's my shit. But like as far as I can't think of like no. Oh, Yeller, that used to be my shit. I don't know if niggas know that.
No, I don't think I know that.
The Dog.
Yeah, nah,
Cujo, that was my shit.
I know that. No Cujo.
What else, man?
What about you used to fuck with the Little Rascals?
Little Rascals, that's a fact.
Ghostbusters.
I ain't never got into the Ghostbusters. I'm not even gonna lie. I got into that when they dropped the new one.
Okay.
That was when
With
I
the
got it.
shorties?
Yeah, then I probably went back and tried to, and I don't think I was able to get through like the whole movie or some shit like that.
What about Jurassic Park?
Always
Fucking
seen,
with
I seen
Jurassic
all
Park?
those. Spy Kids was my shit.
Spy Kids, yeah, I was fucking with Spy
that
Kids.
shit used to
when I
be
was young.
fire.
I had the little weak ass 3D glasses for the Spy Kids.
Yeah,
3 shits ain't work
everybody
at all.
had them bits.
Shits did not fucking work, boy.
I used to have a little, I can't even think of his name. The little nigga, little like bug shit. That used to, the little robot bug shit used to have. That used to always do shit.
And what? It was from a
Spy
movie?
Kids.
Some Spy Kids?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The little bug
the little
shit.
gadget shit. Yeah,
I used to have that shit.
Geronimo!
Bro. Yeah, that shit
bro,
fire, bro. I used to have that shit, bro. It ain't move like it, but it was like a little. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know if it used to turn into like a watch or some shit, but that shit was fire.
Yeah, because that shit used to turn into damn near anything.
Yeah, that's
Spy
a
Kids.
fact. That's a fact.
No lie, bro. I went to high school with this nigga that looked like the thumb people from the cartoon.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, bro. When I got the
look
rush.
like that shit too. That nigga head shape in the back of his head. I'm like, oh shit. Oh yeah. You ever seen the movie The Rescuers from Down Under?
That's a fact. That's what the little two
mice,
right?
Yeah, that's my shit.
They be flying around on the guts or some shit like that, right? Yeah, that's a fact. My grandma put me on that shit.
That was my shit.
What about Aristocats? She used to fuck with Aristocats.
Bro, that was my first. When I originally, like, that was my first favorite movie ever. Like, when I first decided, like, I was gonna have a favorite movie, that was the first movie I really seen, like, on some shit. And I watched that shit in elementary. We was in school and shit, in music class, because it was a musical.
Right,
watched that shit in music. Yeah. I'm like, yo, this shit for everybody. Everybody wants to be a cat, bro. I'm like, oh, this shit fire, nigga. I don't even like cats.
Right,
but that movie was fire, bro. I'm like, oh, this shit tough. I'm like, yo, my son's a smooth criminal, bro. Like, what?
Cat.
Yeah, my son. O'Malley the alley cat. Mr. O'Malley? The mouse was funny as a bitch too. That was my son too. That nigga's like, yeah, that nigga went there. He went to the hood damn near. Son ran all the way to the hood. Niggas in a white neighborhood, bruh. Son ran all the way to the hood, bruh. Got all the niggas and the goons and came back like, what up, bruh? And he was about to die, nigga. That nigga like, yeah, what up, bitch? I got the squad, nigga.
Word. That's a fact. What about you? Used to be fucking with Star Wars when you was young?
I never owned the movie or, you feel me, so I never really watched it like that. But like Roundhouse and shit, they had cable and shit. I was over there watching it here and there, you feel me, but not the old ones. It was always like on Cartoon Network, the new little shit. They got
like the little Star Wars, Lego Wars.
Yeah,
I'll never watch that shit.
Well, we're really not the Lego one, the other one, the anime one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Fire.
I know
that
the
shit
little
fire.
like cartoon.
Yeah, that shit fire. I always fucked with my son Yoda though. That was the
Yoda,
GOAT.
That nigga. Bro.
Yeah, that's my son.
Yoda is definitely that nigga. My son got the Force.
That's a fact, bruh.
Well, all the Jedi's got the Force, but
that nigga to be reckoning with. Like, that nigga know how to use the Force, nigga. Everybody else just learning.
That nigga used the Forces. He was minute, nigga. Newborn.
So yeah, that little meme shit with
it's a baby Yoda. I'm not sure if it's Master Yoda.
I know. I don't think it's him. I don't think it's him. But I never seen the movie. I never seen him. I was trying to find.
That's on the Mandalorian.
Word.
Yeah, you ever seen that?
Nah.
You gotta watch that, but
I was trying to find. I'm like, yo, I done seen a couple Star Wars, and I ain't never seen. I thought it was the new one that dropped. I'm like, bruh, I done watched this whole shit looking for Baby Yoda, and I ain't seen it. I was tight. Like, what movie did y'all watch?
Alright, nah, it's a show. They be having like the little apps and shit. It's not on Netflix.
My son got something in his mouth. He's not playing, boy.
Isn't that squirrel dark as a bird?
Oh, he about to bury it. I ain't never see that, bro.
Is that squirrel dirty or is it dark as hell?
I don't know, but I ain't never. Nah, he like, nah, niggas
That
is
ain't
watching
spot,
me. So I got down in there like, nah, I ain't fucking with this shit, nigga. That's crazy, because sometimes them niggas don't even be finding that shit, bro.
That's
Like,
a
you done did
fact.
all that burying, nigga. You can't even find half the shit you done buried.
Man, oak trees.
Word. It's crazy, because you got that squirrel, and then I was watching the squirrel the other day on some high shit. Smoke break. I was like, a bitch in the car, bro. I swear to God, sitting there. I caught myself really staring. It was a bird that flew up, landed on the gate, and it was a squirrel. And I was watching the shit out of both of them niggas, bro. And they kept looking at me though. That's the crazy shit. I'm just watching them though. Son kept looking at me, sticking his head in the garbage can, popping it back out, looking at me like, nah, nigga, I don't trust you, nigga. Like, then I just sat there watching, just kept watching. That nigga finally went up in that bitch, but this nigga came out with, I don't know if it was a chicken bone or a motherfucking pizza crust or both, but he kept going in and out. It was one time I seen this nigga was eating this shit, and then that nigga turned that bitch sideways, started holding it like bruh, he was holding that shit like a person, bruh, little ass handed person, bruh, just, that nigga was turning that bitch. I'm like, yo, look at this nigga, bruh. This nigga eating chicken and shit, bruh, like, he live next to the garbage can, wake up faithfully every morning and eat people food, bruh. That's not an animal, bruh. That's not the same as that nigga, bruh. That nigga, he grew up knowing like, I gotta bury certain shit, find it like a regular squirrel. This nigga grew up in a garbage can, like, this nigga's a different type of squirrel, bruh.
That's a fact, though.
Like, I was dead just sitting there high as a bitch thinking about that shit. The bird was sitting there looking at the squirrel and looking at me. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck wrong with the bird.
Right, though. Animals have been, I told you, bro, animals have been on some weird shit lately, bro.
And that's like, I was just looking right here, speaking of birds and shit too, that's like, these niggas, shit done got so crazy, like animals done learned how to live with all this
humans,
technology and all this other bullshit going on. Cause this light post right here, bruh, it gotta be a hole or some shit on the other side. Cause I seen a bird, it landed on the side, but I'm like, nigga, in reality, if you think about it, a bird not gonna just be able to clamp on the side of that shit like that, how it landed. And then it like disappeared, but it didn't fly away. So I'm like, it gotta be a hole over there or some shit. Son got a nest in the metal light pole. Like, nigga, what type of retired bird? That bird don't know that that's not a tree? Like, son don't give a fuck. Son like, yeah, these niggas made this shit sturdy. My house gonna last. These other motherfuckers, dumbass birds in the tree, like, this nigga like, yeah, my house solid, bitch. Animals is crazy. I seen a baby fox like that.
Yeah, you told me.
Niggas ran that shit over though.
It was that when you said?
Nah, not the one, not that one. It was another one. Like every time I got on that one route and I was going towards Henrietta from over there, I had to take the south, go like come from the south type shit, or go like towards the south way. Or anyways, when I was going, every time I took that route, it was a dead fucking fox on the side of the road. Like, damn, nigga, y'all ain't gonna pick this shit up? Cause they usually come pick up the roadkill. Right. So if another animal wanna come and eat it, they ain't getting hit by a car. It should be more roadkill. Them niggas pick that shit up. For the most part, that's how a lot of like roadkill be disappearing.
Oh, okay. There don't be nothing dragging that shit off.
Nah. Sometimes the carcass be too flat and stuck to the road for you to just drag it, you feel me? So they'll probably sit there, eat on it for a little bit, and then leave it, you feel me? A couple animals will do that constantly, and then at the end of this, whatever's left, them niggas scoop that bitch up, get it out of there.
It's okay. Alright. Challenge started.
Oh, I forgot about it again. Push-ups. So how you do it? Go to 10, right? You could go ahead, show me, just show me. Do your thing.
How many?
That's 4.
Damn.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I'm about to die.
I'm about to start drooling.
Damn, I'm going to canoe more. Step this shit, man.
Hey. Nah.
Yo, swear to God, if a nigga don't drool by the time he get to 10, bruh, that nigga ain't do it right, bruh. That nigga cheated, bruh. Yo, I don't even think a nigga, yeah, bro, I couldn't even get the last one in right, though. Like, I don't know what I did. I tried to do some extra shit to expand my lungs more. I think there's already at full capacity, though. I just did some other shit. I don't know how or what I did, bro. But like, I probably ate the last little bit of smoke trying to inhale it. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened. It just disappeared, though. Damn. Yeah, see, that's some shit you gotta do with a Dutch. So that shit don't canoe. You gotta pack a Dutch. Ain't no way around it with a
Paper.
yeah, cause that paper be needing. Yeah, that paper be needing that rest time in between for the other side to catch up sometimes.
Damn.
It says most zebras have dark skin beneath their fur, but their stripes do not consist of white fur with gaps in between. They have both black and white fur. This implies that black is the default color of the fur, and that's why most authorities and experts describe zebras as black with white stripes. So
That's the answer to the question at 2 minutes into the video.
I had it on there for a minute, but that's that smoke break for you, man. That tangent go crazy. Ain't no telling where the conversation we done. Man, we just talked about some shit, nigga, animals, and then went off into some other shit. But the animals came off of movies, nigga.
Right,
We was just talking about childhood movies.
Exactly. Now the animals came off by seeing that squirrel.
Facts.
But yo, back to on the birds moving weird shit, bro. I be seeing, the animals moving weird. I be seeing birds doing mad foot movement, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't even know how to fly on some shit.
Nah,
bro.
yeah, like, let me see. If I can see one of them little birds.
It's a bird right there.
Nah, see, it's ones that's a little bit bigger than them and a little darker. Them bird, right there. There you go, on the sidewalk. See the nigga?
Nigga just walking.
Yeah, bro. Them niggas, bro, when I was at work, walking them niggas act, yo, swear to God, they act like they was watching me, bro. Like, them niggas would come up, fly just like that, mad close, sit there on the ground like they chilling, but while I'm spreading, they running away, like, but they'll stop and just keep watching, like, yo, bruh, go, what the fuck is you doing?
Word.
That shit can't happen there. I'm like, yo, them birds weird to me. Them birds and pigeons. Them niggas was getting comfortable on some, like, pigeon shit, like these ones probably not. You get out the car, you walk that way, they probably gonna fly away. But the ones out there, bro, them niggas, nigga, I was spreading, and the bird flew in a tree, close as a bitch to me. And I'm looking at it like, the fuck? Like, thought you was about to fly away. So I'm like, nah, this is my property. Do your job and slide. Nigga, the fuck? Word.
That's a fact, though.
I'm like, mind your business. And then it was a duck. Got to these one nigga's houses, 2 ducks in the yard. I guess it was the female one. That bitch then disappeared.
Word.
So I'm looking around because I thought it disappeared. And they was close as a bitch. I just did this yard and I was next door. And I was going next door and I'm looking for the other duck. This bitch in a tree. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I didn't even know ducks could get in trees, bro. Like this bitch in a tree standing there. She was on the branch she was on was a big ass branch, but it was chopped off, so it was like this much branch, no leaves, no nothing. She's just sitting on that. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, these animals is tweaking. It's like that one house. I want to know what that was, bro. That shit that was in them niggas' yards, bro. I just heard something. Look up. That shit was
black as a bitch.
Yeah,
I seen that shit,
just
bro.
Moving. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? That shit was, it wasn't no deer. I know that for a fact. It wasn't no
raccoon. The shit I seen, it was small, though.
It wasn't
It might have
no...
been a shadow.
I don't know, bro. That's why every time I get to them, I was getting to them houses with them big ass, like it looked like it could be woods or some shit, like anything mad, like tall ass grass, whatever, bro. I start looking real hard through that shit. Like, I hear a noise, bitch, I'm looking mad hard, like, nigga. So I'm glad my route wasn't in an accident, nigga. Them niggas got some crazy shit out there. I was working out there at a factory, bruh.
That's why I used to be seeing snakes out of my
Yeah, see, I got off from work, bruh. I was walking towards the main road. Nigga, I just see like, it looked like, swear to God, like a foot of the grass, like a patch of the grass was just moving. I'm like, I know I'm not tripping, bro. I'm staring mad, like, and I'm walking towards it as I'm staring and shit. But it looked like grass is just moving. I'm like, yeah, I gotta get over there and see what the fuck this shit is, bro. Like, what? I get over there, it's a fucking snapping turtle, bro. That bitch was a foot long, bro. Snapping turtle. I'm like, oh, it's like a foot and a half or some shit, bro. That shit was big. I'm like, the fuck? Snapping turtle. But I'm like, yo, bro, I thought that shit was grass. Like, it's a turtle?
Crazy.
Back of that shit had mad moss on it though, mad moss and like it looked like grass.
What's the name? Technique camouflage.
And then I had to have steel toe boots on working there, so that's how I found out it was a snapping turtle. I was putting my foot towards like the mouth, and that bitch is like, whoop. I'm like, oh shit, bro. I'm like, yo, yeah. But I was like, damn, then I started thinking mad hard. I was like, I don't know the bite pressure. I don't know the teeth, like, I don't know nothing. And I'm putting my foot, I'm like, yeah, bro. That nigga hit the steel toe and bounced back like, all right, but I will bite again, though. Like, you could tell he just was ready. So I'm like, all right, my dad talking about something. You gonna throw it in the truck? Because he came to get me that day, but he was late. That's why I was walking towards the main road, because he was late. So by the time I was like got up on it and was looking at it, he was pulling up type shit. So I'm like, yo, you see this shit? He like, oh, some shit, you gonna pick it up, put it in the trunk? I'm like, fuck it. Like, hell yeah, nigga. I was like, how you grab it? Nigga, this shit trying to bite me. That nigga's like, oh, you're supposed to grab behind the neck. I said, nigga, that nigga biting like this, nigga. I'm like, nigga, ain't no way my hand gonna be able to get up in there before that nigga, you feel me? I'm like, nah. So I ended up just like, fuck it. I grabbed that nigga by his tail, nigga, put that nigga right up in that bitch, like, all right. Then I'm glad I did it like that, because when we got to the crib, I was spraying him with the hose, trying to wash him off and shit. The nigga had leeches on him and shit, you feel me? So if I'd have, like, it was a leech on his back, that bitch was moving like this. Like, I'm like, yo, that nigga was like, look, feeling around like this.
Trying to find something.
Yeah, that nigga was like this. Like, I'm like, what? I was like, yo, I'm glad I ain't grabbed that nigga. I grabbed that nigga on the back. That shit have grabbed me, nigga.
Word.
You can't just pull no leech off. Like,
Nah,
you
gotta burn it off.
Nah, you can't even do that, because when you do that, they like not throw up, but if like, you know how when people get stabbed and they bleed out their mouth, it's like that. When you burn it, they bleed, and they bleed like, then that poison get inside of you. Like, that's poison. Like, it's like, I seen it on the nigga showed that, yeah, you gotta like put your thumb under where they mouth at and like slide under it and put a spacer in between it, and it pops off. Like, it pops out, because they got teeth that go in you and that lock on.
Right.
You break the teeth off, do any of that shit, bacteria, all that shit get infected.
All right, man. Any last words before we get up out of here? Any last words before we get up out of here, man, for the fans?
Last words, all I'ma say, man. Nah, yeah, I ain't got no last words. But I definitely got a last question, man. How was that smoke break?
Shit was fire.
That's all that matters, man. Until further notice, you feel me?
It's Blank and Tripp the cameraman. Don't trip the cameraman. No outro, but we out though.
Man, you not about to blanking me out, man. He done blanked me, y'all. He done blanked me.